effect of these surroundings have found me floundering, nearly drowning, in an astonishing web of traditions that led me to all my addictions. Allow me to make a confession. I have this obsession with happiness and general bliss, to blind myself from loneliness. Oh, how I wish upon a star, but it's a bit too far, a bit too abstract.
We all have these two people living inside of us. The first person that lives inside each and every one of us is called the ego. And this ego is really nothing you're going to ever get rid of through an egoectomy, all right? And you're not going to find it on any of your x-ray machines. This ego is just an idea. And it's an idea that we all have of who we are.
People have lost their sense of worthiness because of the distorted story that has been told to them about who they are.
And the ego's basic idea is that who I am is separate from everybody else. That's what makes me who I am. I'm separate. And I am separate from not only everybody else, but I'm separate from God, and I'm separate from all that I would like to attract into my life. And there's a pie that's out there. And this pie has so many pieces to it. And if I don't get my piece of the pie, somebody else is going to get it for me. So I'm in competition with everybody that's out there. And it's a very competitive, dog-eat-dog, I've got to get someplace, I've got to be better than, I got to be number one kind of mentality. This is ego consciousness.
The ego, we would like to redefine that as well. You are here in this physical body, seeing and hearing and smelling and tasting and touching and perceiving. And your personality and your ego, as far as we are concerned, are very much intertwined. In the beginning, as we wanted you and your ego to understand that there was another part of you, we began talking about your inner being. So we said, ego, we want to introduce you to inner being. Now we want to say, inner being, we want to introduce you to ego. In other words, because it all works together.
And when you can develop a balanced dialogue between the heart mind and the head mind, that's when everything falls into alignment. They need to work in concert, but the head needs to take its cue from the heart, not contradict it and try to run everything. That's negative ego.
You're all born as an extension of source energy, still really tapped into.
Before we were born into these human bodies, we were source energy, purely positive, flowing energy. You can refer to your astral body, your dream body, in a way to understand somewhat what it was to exist before you were born. Because when you sleep in your dreams, you do not have your body with you, your physical body, but you still feel, you still hear, you still have communication, you still exist within the dream state without your physical body. So that can give you a picture, kind of image of what it was like to exist before you were born. You are so much more than this physical body. This physical body is a beautiful tool that helps us to have the human experience, but it is not the entirety of who we are. You are a beautiful expression of existence. You are source energy flowing into the physical form in order to have every experience possible. And you can flow your energy towards whatever subject you want. But I encourage you to choose your object of attention wisely. Choose it from your heart, as I would say. Choose with your love. Choose to focus on your preferences.
And this is the time of awakening, meaning this is the time when all who are looking will find.
As above is below, we let the earth show. Roots grow in deep canopies, yes they grow in these nights we feel our hearts. Hearts with love, angelic energy, moonlight from above, yeah. Yeah, angelic energy, moonlight from above.
Thank you for being here. I really appreciate the time you've taken to spend with me while you watch this video. Today I wanted to talk to you about a couple different things. I'm going to start off with self-care, because Self-care is extremely important, and in some cases, it gets overlooked. I understand that life can pile on a lot of obligations and a lot of responsibilities and a lot of things that we feel that we should do. But if we could take the should out of everything for just a little bit and really realize that taking care of ourselves puts us in a place energetically where then we can have the energy to get all of our things, all of our wishes, all of our desires, all of our obligations, or whatever it may be, taken care of. When we take care of ourselves, when we care about ourselves, when we take the time to build up our own energy, then we have a full cup. And when we have a full cup, we then have the energy to share with others. So self-care is actually enabling you to help others even more fully. So for those of you who feel that it's just too selfish to take some time out for yourself, know that when you do, you are putting yourself in an energetic state where you can actually more fully serve and help others. Your energy is very important. I cannot tell you that enough. What you do with your energy, what you give your energy to, what you focus on is extremely important, as whatever you are focusing on is going to perpetuate in your physical reality. During this human experience, we are all streams of source energy flowing into the physical and expressing in every way possible. So we are all unique expressions of that one energy, that is source energy. When we compare ourselves to each other, and we are not taking the time to really care about ourselves, when we are focusing our energy upon others and what they are doing, and then we make that comparison, it's really not serving us.
Everyone has their own path. All you got to do is understand the process. All you got to do is from wherever you are, take the path of least resistance. Not try to figure out what path somebody else is on and not measure what they're doing to what you're doing. That's what these kids were doing. In other words, neither one of them could feel clearly what they wanted because they were much more interested in what the other one was doing or what the other one was getting or what the other one was living or what the other one had. In other words, there's this impossible thing that you do when you're trying to figure out what you should do based upon what others are doing. And the reason that it doesn't work is because there's no vibrational connection between what they're doing and what you should do because you have your own guidance system.
It doesn't need to be more complicated than listening to your heart and following it. Because your heart has memory, your heart has wisdom, your heart has consciousness, your heart actually thinks.
There's an analogy that just came to mind that works really well with this. So you have fruit, right? Bananas, apples, oranges, all kinds of fruit. Just as you have all kinds of humans. But you would not compare an apple to an orange and expect an apple to exhibit the qualities of an orange and vice versa. Just as you cannot compare a human to another human and expect this one human to exhibit all the same characteristics as another. We are each unique expressions of existence. We are unique in the fashion that we are here to express ourselves in a genuine, authentic way that we feel in our hearts. And each and every person has their own perspective, their own lens that they have looked through as they have had this human experience. And so what they have perceived is unique to them because they are looking through their own unique eyes and their own unique perspective and gathering all the data and sifting and sorting through their preferences. So instead of comparing yourselves to others, know that you are a unique expression of existence. And yes, we are all human, and we all have certain things in common that can unite us and that can help us to have compassion for one another.
Everything that every single person does, everything that every single person wants, whether it's a material object or a pile of money or a relationship, everything that everyone wants is because they believe they will feel better in the having of it.
Moonlight from above, yeah, yeah. Angelic energy, moonlight from above.
Thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sending you love. I'm sending you good vibes. Please remember to take care of yourself.
What are your roots? What are your roots? What are your roots when the tears fall to the ground?
Your inner being, whatever you want to call that source energy part of you, knows where you stand right now in relationship to everything you want and knows the path to it. You're all born as an extension of source energy, still really tapped into it. The better you feel, the more you continue to focus there, the more you allow that broader perspective to flow.